stock traders, and welcome back to Stock Traders Talk Radio as we wrap up another hot week on this Friday, May 25th. It's time to top off your cup of coffee here with Stock Traders Talk Radio, and we're going to look through the OTC markets one last time for the week. So open up your charts, turn on those scanners, and fire up your trading accounts. Joining us on this morning's program, we have Haas. Good morning, Haas.
Good morning, Stock Sumo. Good morning, Sifkia. Those graphics are looking pretty sweet on that intro there, Siffy. That's some mighty fine work right there, man. I didn't know you had it in you.
Also on this morning's show, we got Siffy. What's happening, bud?
Hanging in there, boys. Aloha. Yeah, Haas, little YouTube schooling, and what do you know? You're a tech.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it does. Awesome stuff, man. What's going on this weekend, guys? What do you guys got planned for Memorial Day?
Yeah, let's talk about the weekend. It's going to be a slow day in the market. We might as well bobo around about BS, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cooking out this weekend. I know that.
Yeah, I'm having a little gathering at my place tomorrow night. Do a little grilling, have a little fire. Hopefully it doesn't rain like it has been.
Yeah, it's been rainy there this week.
Oh, excuse me. Taking a sip of water. Yeah, it's been raining pretty much every day for the last week or so. And not just mild rain either. It's been like pouring rain. So we definitely needed it, though. We had a little dry spell there, but I'm kind of sick of it. I want to get out and do some golfing. Obviously, you can't golf in the rain, and I don't like to golf like days after it rains either because the course is soggy. But hopefully it's nice this weekend. I can get out golfing. I know you were talking about getting out today.
Yeah.
Definitely jealous.
It's sunny and 72 here today.
Oh, man.
Looks lovely. Perfect day for some golf.
That sounds awesome, man. But I'm excited for Game 6 of New Jersey Devils, New York Rangers NHL playoff game. Tonight.
Where are they at in the series right now?
New Jersey is ahead 3-2. You got Game 6 tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. The Kings have just been rolling through everybody, so I don't know what's going to happen in the Stanley Cup Finals. Obviously, it's going to be intense, but if the Kings are doing what they have been, it's going to be a 4-0 series.
Hey, congratulations to Anthony. I got to get him that free subscription to iHub. He had the correct answers yesterday on the trivia for Duck Dynasty. So props to Anthony for posting on a board right away. I was looking at that yesterday and saw that he answered first with the right answer. So,
yep, anybody who knows Duck Dynasty trivia deserves the free iHub subscription, that's for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
So when you're golfing, what's your favorite type of hole? Do you like the more like the par threes so you can stick your irons,
Ooh.
or do you like the longer holes?
Well, it depends on how I'm playing. When I play so inconsistently these days, usually I'm hitting my driver about 300 yards down the middle every time, and then I find a way to screw stuff up after that. But I like the longer par fives for that reason because, I can reach pretty much any par 5 and 2. So it gives me basically a guaranteed par and, a really good chance at birdie usually. And the par 3s are fine too. I like short par 4s that you can get up close to the green, but those are kind of boring sometimes if you're hitting your driver really well because you're just like chipping. But I would say par 5s. I like short par 5s. Those are the most entertaining.
Cool. I'm a big fan of the par 3s myself. I like when I'm out there with my buddies, I like playing closest to the pin for a buck.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be on the green, though. You got to be on that dance floor in order for it to count.
Yep.
Just something to sauce it up a little bit, make it more interesting, have some fun.
Yeah, we got a little game that I play with a lot of my family members and our buddies. We do it's like a quarter skin, and each skin for each hole is like longest drive, closest to the pin, longest putt. there's a couple other ones that I can't even remember anymore. I haven't played with my family yet this year, but it's fun to get a little game going
Fairways,
like that.
greenies, love quarters.
Oh yeah, quarters.
Have you ever seen anybody get a hole-in-one before?
Oh, all right. So every year, one of my dad's best friends, who actually lives in Minnesota now, which is where I am, and he's back in North Dakota, and that's where they all grew up. He has a little tournament. He actually built a couple of really, really nice golf courses here in around the Twin Cities. And he has all his buddies out, probably like 20 guys out at his house, and we stay there for the weekend. And, you know, he basically has control over the course. And we golf like 36 holes a day, and we do like scrambles and different types of games and stuff.
Oh,
and,
man, I'm coming for that this year, dude. You got to invite me.
Oh, it's insane, man, because we all stay at his house. No one sleeps.
That sounds like fun.
We get out on the course before all like the normal, you know, members get out on the course, just to, you know, not interrupt the course too much, because we're all obviously drinking a lot and, you know, being a nuisance. And we have a lot of people, like 20 people. That's like 5 groups, and do different types of scrambles and games and stuff. And last year, I think this was the last round of our little outings for the weekend. I was on my dad's team at one of the courses, and we're obviously all having a good time, you know, having a few drinks, tons of laughs and stuff. And my team's just killing everybody all weekend. Whatever team I'm on, I was just on a roll. And the last 2 holes, we have 17 and 18 left. 17's about 180-yard par 3. 18 is I don't know, it's a little bit of a longer par 5. And on 17, we can't really see the pin. It's kind of in a little dip, a little crevice in the green. It's behind a hill. And we had 3 shots out of the 4 guys that were just like lasers at the pin, okay? And we can't see anything because it's over a little hill and we can't see the base of the pin. And we walk up to the green and we see 2 balls, you know, within like 10 feet of the pin. So we're like, oh, nice. You know, we got a easy birdie on 17, easy birdie on 18 at a bare minimum. And we're playing a scramble, by the way. That's why it's, you know, easy. You got 4 chances at a 10-foot putt, you're going to make it. But then we were kind of searching for that last ball that was, you know, a laser at the pin. And one of our teammates walks up to the pin. He's like, okay, guys, everybody stop. Everybody stop. He's like looking down. He's like, what kind of ball are you playing? Because we were all, who knows what balls we were playing. We were drunk at the time. We were screwing around. And we all say the name of our balls. He's like, my dad's name is Dave. He's like, Dave got a hole-in-one. We're like, yeah, right. You're just screwing with us, whatever. We all go and stare down at the hole, and then we just start jumping and screaming. It was my dad's second hole-in-one. It's the first one that I've seen.
That's awesome. Did he buy a round after? Because that's the rule, that the guy that gets the hole-in-one has to buy all his... Now, how that works, I don't know. I never understood that one.
Yep. Well, it was late in the day, so there was really no one at the actual course there, but we drove back. Keep in mind, we had like an hour drive out to that course. So we drove back and bar hopped on the way back. And of course, he was buying rounds in our group. And we got back and started taking shots of snake bite. He had to take a shot of snake bite with every person that was there after a full day of drinking. Do you know what snake bites are? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it's like whiskey and a little bit of triple sec.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah, like the sour or whatever. It's like, man, oh, yeah, I like those. 1 or 2 of them is good, but I don't know if I could. Dude.
Oh my God. I've seen my dad drunk before, but that was, I had never seen him that bad, but he's so funny when he's doing that kind of stuff. So it was a good time. And I'm just glad that I don't get to golf with my dad as much as I used to. So it was perfect time to get a hole-in-one. Unfortunately, it was his second and I still don't have one. So I'm kind of pissed off about that, but you know,
hey,
it is what it is.
Most golfers go their whole career without getting a hole-in-one.
I know.
My mom got one. That was pretty cool.
Are you serious?
I wasn't there to witness it, but it was at a local little par 3 executive course. She got one. That was pretty neat. I was there to witness one time. I was golfing with a group of guys. I was with my fiance's stepdad and his buddies. they have this 9-hole course that they play that they're members at, and they have a league there and stuff. And we were just playing one night, and the guy's name, Pete. Funny. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and let everybody know that's my real name is Peter. So that was cool that this guy had the same name as me. His name was Pete Mancuso, older guy. He was probably in his late 60s, and it was a pretty decent sized par 3. I think it was like 180, 109 yards, 190 yards, and I see his shot hit the green, and it hit the left side of the green, and the pin was in the middle of the green, and all of a sudden I seen it kick right, and the green's a little bit elevated, so you can't really get an idea if it went in or not. So the rest of us hit our shots, and we go up there, and nobody could find his ball, and sure enough, it was in the cup. It was awesome.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's fun to watch those and partake in the after party.
Yeah.
No, one of the funniest parts of my dad's hole-in-one is we got an eagle on the par 5 the next hole too. So we had 2 eagles in a row. We smoked everybody.
Nice.
We weren't even paying attention on it because we were so excited about the hole-in-one yet. We're just like, oh yeah. And someone stuck like a 200-yard second shot into the par 5 to like a foot.
Even that's a huge accomplishment, an eagle. I don't think I've ever gotten an eagle, but wow, 2 back to back.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's good stuff. It's fun time.
Hey, well, why don't we talk about the markets for a little bit? Unless Siffy, you want to chime in with some BS?
Yeah, I wanted to say I've had so many eagles I can't even count them, but never even came close to a hole-in-one. So, damn it.
I'm with you on that one, Sif.
Yeah, I can't manage to get an eagle. They're just difficult, unless you're on a par 3 and or a par 5 and you're lucky and your third shot goes in.
Yeah, I'm to the point now where I get quite a few eagle chances just because I hit the ball so dang far. Even though I'm small, I'm a lanky son of a bitch, and I've been golfing my whole life, so usually all right in that department, but never a hole-in-one. Gotten within a couple inches, but
cool.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, it's going to be a slow Friday. We already know that. Why don't we take a quick peek at what we got for today? Anything hot out there? Any news out there that's catching your eye?
There's a couple things that I want to go over. Siffy just rolls to my screen on our little live feed here. Muscle Farm reported some financials this morning. We can take a look at those.
Oh, nice. So we were talking about that E yesterday. So boom, look at that. The E's dropped. They got their financials up.
Yeah, I'll go over the financials here. Why don't you pull up a chart, you or Stiffy, and put some lines in, and I'll hand it over to you after we go over these financials for a little bit here. I think there's been a lot of people waiting to see what sort of financials this company actually puts out. They put some preliminary results out a little while ago, but now we got the official ones. Muscle Farm, ticker MSLP. What did this sucker close at yesterday? 1.7 cents. As previously announced, the company recently changed its methodology for reporting net sales, which it believes will more accurately portray its operations. All right, so we got all the details in this paragraph right here, so let's go over some of these. Net sales for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2012, increased more than fivefold to approximately 16.6 million US dollars from approximately 3 million in the 2011 first quarter. So obviously sales for this company increasing dramatically into 2012. 2011 was basically an expansion year for them, expanding their product line, expanding their distribution. 2012 probably a breakout year for them as far as increasing those sales and revenues goes. International sales, so they're expanding overseas, grew 225% to approximately $3 million for the first quarter of 2012 from approximately $1 million in the first quarter of 2011. So international and U.S. sales expanding, increasing. General and administrative expenses were approximately $4.4 million in the first quarter of 2012 compared to 1.7 million in the first quarter of 2011. So, anytime you're increasing your sales, distribution, expanding throughout the U.S. and overseas, you're going to have increased general and administrative expenses because you need more overhead to manage it all. But anytime you have that, you want to look at the percentage of sales that those general administrative expenses are taken up. So this quarter, you have 27% of net sales for those general and administrative expenses as compared to 57% last year. So we're seeing that number decrease quite dramatically, which is really a positive sign. Loss from operations, they're still operating at a net loss. They're expanding dramatically. We mentioned that several times now. And anytime you're expanding like that, especially with a company at this developmental and expansion stage, you're going to see a lot of overhead expansion expenses. So sometimes these companies operate at a net loss for a couple of years while they're increasing net sales before they can get to the point where they're operating at a net profit. But loss from operations narrowed to $727,000 during this first quarter from $1.1 million from the same quarter last year. So that number is decreasing, getting close to that $0 value where they turn over to that net profit stage. So that's a positive sign as well. Net loss still kind of high at $16 million. A lot of those are derivative expenses of approximately $1.5 million. Change in fair value of derivative liabilities as well of approximately $8.4 million. So lots of derivative liabilities in those expenses. Not going to go over those. This compares to a net loss for 2011 in the same quarter of approximately $5 million, which included derivative expenses of approximately $1.4 million. All right. So they are still operating at a significant net loss, but lots of positives in this financial statement here. Obviously, the dramatic increase in sales, dramatic increase in international sales, and decrease in general and administrative expenses as a percentage of net sales, not necessarily the actual physical number. We're just looking for that loss from operations to go down and, get this company to a point where they're operating at net profit. But the company attributed the sales increase to significantly greater units sold, 629,000 versus 78,000 last year, of its two leading products, the Assault and Combat. We went over those when we actually did the spotlight on this stock. Pretty cool products that this company has in the hot and up-and-coming muscle building nutraceutical sector, along with several new product launches that had a combined total of 300,000 units sold. We are continuing to expand our distribution channels and enter new doors, as well as introduce a steady stream of new products, said Brad Pyatt, CEO of Muscle Farm. Combined with steady demand, we believe the company remains on track to achieve net sales of $75 million for the full year 2012, even with the change in presentation of net sales and advertising. We have a lot of expansion to fund. We talked about that, so lots of operating expenses, but also believe we can generate $4 million of earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization in the final two quarters of 2012. So that number right there, pretty significant, 4 million EBITDA in the final two quarters. If they can do something near that and continue on that pace throughout the rest of 2013, then we can talk about, a significantly increasing share price in the long-term future. But they definitely need to get that net loss down and increase their profit margins, which it looks like they're starting to here as they're expanding dramatically. So some good stuff there. I'm interested to see if they can pull off that 4 million in EBITDA in the final two quarters of 2012. Then if they do that, I might seriously start looking at this stock as a longer-term play. But management is working diligently to clean up a number of financial and capitalization items for 2010 and 11 as part of the restructuring. Company is making excellent traction as we continue to invest heavily in our brand and in marketing and focus on funding the launch of several innovative new products. We will also continue to devote capital to international expansion opportunities while addressing costs and expenses. So they definitely know what they need to do, increase their profit margins while they're expanding, and we'll see if they can actually do that. But, you know, it's about what I expected from the company as far as the actual numbers and stuff like that. So we'll see if they can pull it off in the future here. Obviously, some really cool products. They got some big names affiliated with their company, and they've been putting out some pretty good press. Look forward to see the future of this company here. We've been talking about it for some time now, since the sub-penny range. Sumo, why don't you, or Siffy, whoever's got the chart, why don't we take a look at that and see what we got going on there?
All right.
Out of breath.
Can you guys hear me?
Go ahead and run with it, Siffy.
You guys hear me? Well, mic check. Check mic.
There he is.
Okay. That was weird. Got some technical difficulties over here on the sound. But here we go, Muscle Farm. Let's start with what the downtrend channel was before she broke. And you can see I'm just going to stack it right here. That's going to rest, you know. Let's go ahead and stack it on this one because it's the most solid. I don't ever like stacking on a wick. So let's go ahead and put it right on this one. Boom. You can see where she came up here. She broke out of that channel. She came down. She retested it, the breakout, and kaboom. She's off to the races. You can see that 20 crossing through that 50, then the 20 through the 100, the 50 through the 100, then you got the 20 through the 200, and you can just see all the moving averages moving up. So now what I like to see here is you can see you got this downtrend. I'm going to go ahead and you can stack it on one or two. You can put it right here, but I'm going to stack it on this one because you got that big spike. And then you can go ahead and you can take going all the way back to 2011, and let's draw a line across here. Yeah, whoops. That wasn't the one I wanted to draw. Snapped it too quick. Going to draw that line back across, and you can see we are setting on major support right here. So Muscle Farm, you got a lot of stuff going on. You got that news, and technically you got yourselves a huge. What is it last night? We talked about it last night, guys. What is this pattern we got here, Haas?
Ascending triangle?
Boom. The ascending triangle.
I didn't even hear the show last night.
Whoa, this is... yeah, wait, what? Isn't that descending? I might have made that up. All right, this is what the listeners need to know. Haas does not read charts. He sucks at it. He knows like 2 chart terms that he attempts to use at times, and 99% of those times he's wrong. So that might be an ascending triangle. What's descending to me,
Haas, you are actually correct here.
You're right.
Yes! Woo! Last time that'll happen, folks.
Sumo, why you gotta throw me for a loop like that, man?
I don't know. I totally.
That's a descending triangle, man. Come on.
I know. I meant to say descending, but my.
I meant to say no. You're wrong. That's a descending triangle.
Oh,
jeez.
Geometry, by the way, just a note.
That's awesome. Well, anyways, we got a descending triangle here. This is actually a bearish formation, all right, guys? And not saying that it can't break up to the upside, but usually when you see the descending triangle, it's bearish, and you're looking for it to break below this line here. So keep your eyes on Muscle Farm. Let's see if we can get rid of this descending triangle and break to the upside. But keep your eyes on that because that is a descending triangle for you pattern setup guys. Me and Sumo suck. And that's it, man. Muscle Farm. It's been one hell of a run. But yep, that's the setup there. Descending triangle. Back to you, Haas.
Nice. Uh-oh, now I need to... Hey. Good stuff, man. All right, I suppose we can talk about some stuff. I got a few news pieces we can go over before the market opens here. EXTO exit only closed at 0032 yesterday. This one's getting lots of chatter behind the scenes. I don't know exactly what's going on with it. It's super, 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 super quiet as of late, but they got some mining properties that they are, or is it oil properties? No, mining properties that they're looking to put into production, but they're not quite rolling out with their push yet by the looks of it, but they're holding a conference call, which I might be interested in listening to, actually, and I probably will. But it's not for another month, and it looks like I leave for Vegas the day after this, so I probably won't be listening to this. I just lied. Thursday, June 28th, 2012 at 11 o'clock a.m. So I don't know why they're putting this press out now.
I'll be listening to that. Man, I've been stuck in this thing. I've been holding it for like a year.
Yeah, there was supposed to be like some major push, and it did push from that 002 into the Pennyland, but they kind of went quiet there for a little while, and I don't know exactly what's going on, but they've been putting out some press related to this Bayport International Holdings here. So
I should have locked in those profits when I saw them. Actually, I mean, this is actually right around where I bought the stock like a year ago.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I don't think it's finished, but I think it's going to remain quiet for a little bit, at least until that conference call. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to deal with some oil and gas properties. So, oil and gas can get hot, especially when you're dealing with a sub-penny company. We'll see what they can pull out. Anyways, I figured I would just take note of that conference call. That is a month away. I don't know why they put out the news now, but they did.
We only got 2 minutes before the bell. Why don't I got two symbols that I just wanted to throw out there that are hitting my scanner.
Roll with it.
Hair. HAIR. That's Biostem US Corp. It's trading at 31 cents pre-market, and it's traded 20,000 shares so far. It's a gain of 16.94%. I believe this was a big mover and shaker yesterday. I think it had some big swings yesterday and made some nice gains. So interesting to see what we'll do today. GPCM is the other one that caught my eye here. And I was taking a look at grandparents.com. That's the company. They're trading 21,000 shares pre-market. But if you look at this chart on it, you can see that it's at a relative bottom. It looks like it's at a support level around the 25-cent mark. Seems like a solid level of support here. Notice it seems like it's at a bottom. This was a key level of support in the past. This was around 37 cents. It bounced off of this a couple times. Even ran as high as 50 cents here. But once she broke that support level, boom, she came down. And she's trying to find support here around a quarter. So GPCM, just something to keep on your watch list. And the market's open. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, we definitely didn't get a bell there.
Here we go.
Still got market makers filming. Good work. Good work. What was I just talking about? Oh, never mind.
Apple option that I held overnight like an idiot.
It happens, man.
This weekend,
just goes to show you gotta be careful.
This weekend, I am going through my trading strategies and revising and editing the game plan. Gonna start putting in automatic stops. No more mental stops for going automatic.
Attaboy. That's the way you gotta do it. Because Siffy says so.
Sumo, you got anything hitting that scanner, man?
Nothing really.
It's gonna be a quiet day.
That hair is continuing to move. HAIR, it's traded 58,500 shares. It's up 20%. What's this? BRWC or Boreal Water something? Boreal. It's up 150%. Last traded at 5 cents. That's
What the heck?
BRWC. It's traded 175,000 shares. That's 200% gain. Last traded at 6 cents. So,
dude, there's a lot of bids on 5 there.
BRWC, there's a over this morning, 200% pop this far out of the gate. Nice.
Oh, it's gonna be more than that in a second.
THWI, this is a third day in a row it's up. Only 7% today, but man, the past 2 days this thing was up significantly, and she's still trending up on 680,000 shares. Decent volume out of the gate for a slow Friday. Yeah, BRWC rocking and rolling here.
Checking on news. Can't find anything, man. Check ping sheets here. BRWC. Ping current. Nothing in that department. Huh. Looks like they just got current. But they've been putting that out before too, so maybe not.
LQMT starting to make a little rebound today. Closed at like 28 cents yesterday. It's up to 29 cents today. Only 70,000 shares traded. Last traded at 29, up 3% on the day. And BRWC continuing to rock and roll. Last trade 7 cents, up 275%. We caught it at 5. She's up another 2 cents. The volume's up over 295,000 shares traded. Nice move on BRWC.
Dude, that thing's nuts. I'm going to see if there's anyone posting on this, if they know what's going on here.
$307,000 shares in volume.
Uh-oh. Ernest DD is on it. One post today. Common sense. I don't know. I give up on it.
Level 2 is looking rather thin on the ask side, and the bid looks pretty well supported. They were showing a decent bid at 6.5 cents. They just jumped off. Offer 7.8, bid of 0701. BRWC. 360,000 shares in volume so far. Let's take a look at the chart. See what this thing has done in the past. Yeah, she broke out of a major resistance there once she passed 4 cents. Looks like it's been stair-stepping up here. There's been a lot of accumulation in the month of April.
Let's check DD Amanda.
7.5 cents up now.
Yeah, this one hasn't had any dollar volume of significance for a long, long time. So something's definitely brewing there, man. Nice catch. Look at this. Nothing.
Boreal Water Collection, Inc.
Nada, nada, nada. Huh. Good stuff.
We'll keep her on the watch list.
Yeah, you got to after a day like this, man.
Yeah, this is huge volume for this stock. You could see, looking at the chart, back on April 9th, it traded some good volume, over 100,000 shares traded. That was like the highest volume the stock has seen so far this year. And then today, boom, we're up over 422,000. Big ask slap. 50,000 just hit the offer, and it didn't budge. Now we're seeing resistance is starting to dip. They're showing big support at 5 cents. It's 5 by 6. 595 on the offer right now. Mica is the lead offer. Mica, M-I-C-A, the market maker that's showing the ask right now. Looks like they're hitting the bids out at 5 cents. She's going to dip here. Trying to hold. Next support is going to be 4 cents.
I'm watching Immunocellular Therapeutics. It's a higher price stock. It's around that $3 range, but they put out some press this morning, which I was going to mention, but we kind of got caught up talking about golf. They're uplisting to the Amex exchange from the over-the-counter BB. So
that's good news.
Getting some action this morning. That brings in a whole new level of financial opportunities for the company as far as capital groups investing in the company. As you can tell by the name, Immunocellular Therapeutics obviously has to do with some bio treatments. But interesting little stock there, getting a lot of action so far this morning. Over 100,000 shares traded, up 11% at 313. Opened up at 290, closed yesterday at 282. So some nice little buys coming through there. And very positive news for the company. ROSG. Oh man, this thing's going green now. You gotta be kidding me. All right, so this one has Siffy got it on the scanner at like $3. So kudos to you, Siffy. You catch pretty much all these guys, and we just kind of forget about them sometimes, and sometimes they come back on our radar. But this thing's nuts. Going from like $2, they did a reverse split not too long ago and reduced their float to like under 1 million shares, which is the reason this thing's been taken off. They got some cool technology going on, not gonna lie on that, and you know, just getting tons of action lately. But with that under 1 million float, you have a really cool technology. You're a strong buyout candidate for a lot of these bigger pharmaceutical and bio companies that, you know, are their revenues or their licenses are running out. And, you know, Rosetta Genomics is a perfect buyout candidate to bring a consistent revenue stream in for their RNA-based diagnostic tests. Over 1 million shares traded today, up another 2%. It was trading a little bit in the red early on this morning because they put out some news. They've been raising some funds, and I believe they're looking to issue some shares at about $11.50. I believe that was the offering price this morning. But, you know, anytime you get a big financial commitment like that at a price around $11.50, you know, that's pretty bullish for the stock to be trading above $11.50 because someone's not going to throw a bunch of money at this company at $11 if they don't expect the share price to go higher in the future. So this stock's just been nuts lately. Looks like we got another level 2 screen up. I don't know if that's Sumo's screen or Siffy's screen there, but it's definitely a better level 2 than mine because I don't have the bigger board level 2s because I personally have no use for them. So, but tons of action.
I had to go ahead and jump in there and buy myself 100 shares of that thing while you were talking about it, Haas. I should have bought this thing when it was $2, but hey, oh well. Pulled the trigger there.
Oh man.
Yeah, watch this thing go back to 23.
Yeah, it touched 23 yesterday, man. This thing was.
I don't know. I just had to buy it because I'm excited about it. Why didn't I buy it when it was $2? $2.
Well, I tell you what, you lock in your profits, man. Just promise me that because I have a feeling this company is going to be raising a lot more funds in the near future at lower prices to what it's trading at. So just keep that in mind, man.
I'm getting a wave of emails on this BRWC. It's looking like a group of promoters went out on it as a momentum alert. I'm not seeing anyone paid on it in their disclaimers. They're all alerting it looks like for a free pick. Yeah, every email that I've gone through here so far, they all came out on it right at the open, and boom, there she goes, up to 7.5 cents. The offers being taken out. Huge bidder showing up at 6 cents. They got a 100,000 share bid at 6 cents on BRWC. So you're seeing a Momo play on a holiday weekend. We got a slow day. These groups are taking advantage of that, and they're giving their subscribers a real treat here with this big monster. Its daily range so far has been 2.5 cents, and we're back up to 7.5 cents. So a 200% move out of the gate. Looking good on BRWC. Viper, back to the high day of yesterday, 0034, which is the 20-day moving average. Key resistance there, 0034. Once this puppy breaks above that 3.4, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. They're showing 1.7 million shares on the offer of Viper.
Yeah, there's a nice fat 1 million bid sitting there on 0033 though too. So definitely some bullish signs with this stock. This one's been heating up, consolidating at this 003 to 0034 level. It's gearing up for a move, I think. Oh, let's check out AAPT. I think was getting some action early on this morning. What's it at? Back up to 4.51 by 4.6 cent spread. Finished yesterday at 4.16 cents, so a little bit of a dip. We caught it on that big 3 cent mental break just a couple of days back earlier this week, and thing took off, touched fives for a little while there, and pulled back to that 4 cent mark yesterday. It's getting a little bit of action so far again this morning. 575,000 shares. Last trade at 4.51 cents, up 8.4%. Viper, looks like there was a million share hit on that ask you were just mentioning.
Yeah,
so,
buddy.
Nice to see that.
Well, I'm hearing rumors of a promo coming on it. We'll see if it comes through. I was told that there's big budgets lined up for groups to go out on it next week. We'll see. It looks like they're just staging it up, getting it on the launch pad. She looks like she's ready. Boom! She broke the 3 4s, 3 5s up.
She is getting hammered. Looking good.
Only 2.6 million in volume. This thing has been trading over 10 million shares a day the past 3, 4, 5 trading sessions. It's been doing some good volume. Why don't you pull it up on DD Amanda and let's see what the dollar volume has been this week.
Let's do that. Well, it slowed down for about a week there. Last week, as you can see, we got anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000 in volume pretty much all 5 days last week. And, well, I shouldn't say last week, but pretty close to last week. And then last Friday started heating up again. We mentioned it kind of hung around that 002 range for a long time. Last Friday got, $20,000 in volume, bumped up a little bit, 0025, started getting some more accumulation to the upside. And then this Monday, another 25,000, closing a little bit in the green. Another 25,000 on Tuesday, closing a little bit in the green. Wednesday, big volume day, $60,000, closing even. So we're still seeing that higher accumulation. And, headed to the upside yesterday a little bit, up to 0031 on another 50,000. And today it looks like it's going to head up again on some increasing volume. So definitely some major accumulation to the upside going on. Good stuff from DD Amanda right there.
Yeah, hey, Siffy, I got something for you to talk about. Why don't you pull up Ford? See how she's been doing. She's trying to recover off of this low down here. I like the way she's been looking lately.
Yeah, she's been a beast, no doubt. I'm still holding on to those. What are they? The August $11 calls. Got into those at 35 cents. Looked at them on the morning show earlier this week. They're sitting at 48 cents right now. So yeah, let's look at this Ford chart. You can see, let's go back to the weekly because that's what we were basing our trade off of. And we talked about basically, the 200 MA being key. And that's illustrated there with the green line. Also, you just got the 200 MA running there. But you can see when it broke through it, going all the way back to 09, found the support, came back down, tested it, found the support, found the support. You can say that you got your got a little channel running right here. You can see when it broke down. You can go ahead and draw some lines on here, and you can give yourself an idea of what happened. And you can see right here, this was our support line going all the way up. It ran it until it broke it. When it broke right here, and then your 20 rolled through that 50, that was your sell. So let's throw some lines on the top. I know I've done this a few times. And it looks like I'm about ready to get stopped out of ROSG. Buying the tops, boys. So, and then if we come down here, you can see Ford, if she was to break this level, there's potentially a lot of downside in it. But so far, she's holding tough. But let's remember, she is in a downtrend. You've got your 50, you've got your 20, you've got your 100, all above you. Those are all going to be resistances now. Plus, you've got this downward channel here, so keep your eye on that. But as for now, she's looking good. She's at 1061. You had the technical play here, plus you had a couple bankers come out and give it investment grade banking. They got their blue emblem back from the bank. So, yeah, Ford, man. They didn't even take the bailout. Come on, American made. I got 2 Fords, both pieces of shit. Hopefully this stock will make me some money. Sumo, anything on that scanner, man?
Oh, boy, I love it. VCTY, triple O stock hitting the scanner. It's up 200% this morning. Last traded at 0003. Traded 47 million shares. Viper continuing to push along here. It's up to 0036 now. So we are looking for it to break that 0034. Knew it was going to be a really positive sign once it got through that. We're seeing that this morning. She wants to continue to uptick. It's doing it on light volume compared to the dollar volume that's been flowing through it earlier this week. So those are two that's popping off. The V stocks, you got VCTY and Viper. Those are trading some decent volume and making some good gains here this morning. That BRWC holding in around a nickel and a half, still up 200%. RTGV, we were talking about this one a little bit yesterday. It was hitting the scanner. It's hitting the scanner again today. It's up 12.9%. And that's on 6.1 million in volume. Good stuff, boys. Man, it's been a great week. Really looking forward to picking it up again next week.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching this RTGB on the level 2 as well. Definitely getting a little bit more action this morning.
Nice ass slap on Viper.
Nice.
Another million just hit the offer on Viper at 0036.
Yeah, this one's looking really good, man. That big bids are still sitting on 0033. Getting some hits on that 0036. That's 16.1% in the green for the day. There we get a 0035 bid in there. Looking for that spread to tighten. 5.5 million in share volume so far. Good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about you boys, but I'm about ready to call it a show.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a boring morning. We can end the show early if you guys are ready to head out.
Let's
I
wrap
want
it
to
up.
wish everybody a happy Memorial Day weekend. You guys be safe out there. Enjoy some time with your family and your friends. Be safe. You know that they're going to be having checkpoints up anytime there's a holiday weekend. The cops are out in full force, full effect. So just be safe. Make the right decisions out there, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.
Aloha.
Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio. All views and topics talked about on Stock Traders Talk Radio is solely for entertainment purposes. We are not professional financial advisors and always recommend you seek the advice of a professional financial advisor. Never invest in any stock featured on our show unless you can afford to lose your entire investment. The information contained on our show is based on sources which we believe to be reliable, but is not guaranteed by us as being accurate, and might not be a complete statement or summary of the available data. Stock Traders Talk Radio advises that the investments in companies profiled are commonly considered to be high risk, and use of the information provided is at the investor's sole risk. Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio.